Hey everyone, welcome back to All About English.
It's great to have you with us today.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day?
All the time.
You wake up in the morning, you have a long list of things to do, and before you know it, the day is over.
Exactly. Sometimes I look at the clock and think, where did the time go?
And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Time management.
How we spend our time, why we waste time, and how we can make better use of our day.
Because I think almost everyone struggles with this.
Definitely. Some days you feel very productive.
And other days, you feel like you've been busy all day but haven't actually done anything.
That's such a strange feeling.
It really is.
So today, we're going to have a natural conversation about managing time.
We'll talk about procrastination,
Distractions,
planning,
phones and social media.
and how to make more time for the things that really matter.
So while you're listening, think about your own day.
How do you usually spend your time?
Are there things you keep putting off?
And what would you do if you had 1 extra hour every day?
Let's find out.
Let's get started.
So let's start with a simple question. What does a normal day look like for you?
Well, it depends on the day, but I usually wake up around 7.
Do you get up immediately?
Honestly, no.
Same here.
Sometimes I wake up, turn off my alarm, and think I'll stay in bed for 5 more minutes.
And those 5 minutes become 20.
Exactly.
That's already one way to lose time in the morning.
It really is.
What's the first thing you do when you finally get up?
Usually I check my phone.
Right away?
Unfortunately, yes.
How long do you usually spend on it?
That's a dangerous question.
Why?
Because sometimes I think I'm checking one message, and then suddenly 30 minutes have passed.
That's happened to me too.
You start with one message.
Then you check another notification.
Then you watch a short video,
Then another one.
and suddenly you're wondering where all the time went.
Exactly.
After that, I usually get ready and have breakfast.
Do you take your time in the morning, or are you usually in a hurry?
Usually in a hurry.
Why?
Because I always think I have more time than I actually do.
That's interesting.
I look at the clock and think, I'm fine. I have plenty of time.
And then?
Then suddenly I have to leave in 5 minutes.
So you're running around trying to get everything ready.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
What about you? Are you good at mornings?
Not always. Some mornings are great.
And some aren't?
Definitely. Sometimes I wake up early, get everything done, and feel productive.
That's a great feeling.
It is. But other days, I feel like I'm already behind before the day has even started.
I know that feeling.
Then the rest of the day feels rushed.
Exactly.
What takes up most of your time during the day?
Work, mostly.
And after work?
That's where I sometimes lose control of my time.
What do you mean?
I come home feeling tired, so I tell myself I'm going to rest for a little while.
Sounds reasonable.
It is, but sometimes a little while becomes 2 hours.
I understand.
Then I look at the clock and realize I still have things to do.
And you start feeling stressed.
Exactly.
Do you make a schedule for your day?
Sometimes.
Does it help?
Yes, but only if I actually follow it.
That's the difficult part.
Definitely.
I think making a plan is easy.
Following the plan is the challenge.
Exactly.
What about your evenings?
I usually try to relax, but I also like to do something useful.
Such as?
Reading, learning something new, or preparing for the next day.
Preparing the night before sounds like a good idea.
It can save a lot of time in the morning.
Maybe I should try that.
You could start with something simple.
Like what?
Choose your clothes, prepare what you need, and make a small plan for the next day.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
Exactly. Sometimes small changes make a big difference.
I like that idea.
So maybe the first step in managing time is simply understanding how we currently spend it.
That's true.
Because you can't improve something if you don't know what's happening.
Maybe I should start paying more attention to where my time actually goes.
That's a great place to start. Now, let's talk about something almost everyone does.
Let me guess. Procrastination?
Exactly.
I'm very familiar with that.
What do you usually procrastinate on?
Important things.
Of course.
Things like studying, cleaning, answering emails, or starting a difficult project.
Why do you think we do that?
Sometimes the task feels too big.
So instead of starting, you avoid it?
Exactly.
And what do you do instead?
Suddenly, everything else becomes important.
That's so true.
I might have an important project to finish, but suddenly I decide it's the perfect time to clean my room.
I've done that.
Or organize your desk.
Or make coffee?
Or check something on your phone.
Anything except the thing you actually need to do.
Exactly.
What do you usually tell yourself?
I'll do it later.
The famous words.
Yes.
And does later usually come?
Sometimes. Usually when the deadline is very close.
Then suddenly you're able to work very quickly.
It's amazing how productive you can become when you're running out of time.
Maybe we should always pretend we have a deadline tomorrow.
That might work.
Why do you think deadlines make us work harder?
Because the consequences become real.
Before that, you think you have plenty of time.
Exactly. You think, I can do it tomorrow.
Then tomorrow comes,
And you say, I'll do it tomorrow.
and the cycle continues.
Until suddenly you have no choice.
Have you ever procrastinated so much that you created a bigger problem?
Definitely.
What happened?
I had something that would have taken maybe 30 minutes to finish.
And?
I kept putting it off for days.
Then what?
Eventually, I had to do it in a hurry, and it became much more stressful than it needed to be.
That's the strange thing about procrastination.
What?
We avoid something because we don't want to feel uncomfortable.
But then we create more stress later.
Exactly.
So avoiding the problem doesn't really solve anything.
Usually, it just makes it bigger.
Do you have a way to stop procrastinating?
I try to make the first step very small.
What do you mean?
Instead of saying, I need to finish this whole project, I say, I'm going to work on it for 10 minutes.
And does that help?
Usually, starting is often the hardest part.
That's true.
Once you start, continuing becomes easier.
So the goal isn't to finish everything immediately?
No, the goal is just to begin.
I really like that.
Another thing is removing distractions,
We'll definitely talk more about that.
especially phones.
Yes, my phone and I have a complicated relationship.
I think a lot of people understand that.
So maybe the lesson here is simple.
Don't wait until you feel completely ready.
Because you might be waiting for a very long time.
Exactly.
Just start with something small,
One small step.
and then another.
So, we've talked about wasting time and procrastinating,
Now we need a solution.
planning.
Are you a planner?
I try to be.
What does that mean?
It means I make plans, but I don't always follow them perfectly.
That sounds familiar.
I think that's normal.
So how do you plan your day?
I usually write down the most important things I need to do.
Everything?
Not everything.
Why not?
Because if my list is too long, I start feeling overwhelmed.
That's exactly what happens to me.
You see 20 things on your list and immediately feel tired.
Even before doing anything.
Exactly.
So how many things do you write down?
Usually 3 important tasks.
Only 3?
Yes, if I finish more, that's great.
But you focus on the 3 most important things first.
Exactly.
how do you decide what's important?
I ask myself, what really needs to be done today?
That's a good question.
Not everything is urgent.
But sometimes everything feels urgent.
That's true.
What if something unexpected happens?
Then I change the plan.
So, you're flexible?
I try to be.
I think that's important because life doesn't always follow your schedule.
Definitely.
Someone might call you.
You might have an unexpected meeting.
You might get stuck in traffic.
Or you might simply have less energy than you expected.
That's something people don't always consider.
Energy management?
Exactly.
You can have 8 free hours, but if you're exhausted, you won't use them the same way.
That's a very good point.
That's why I try to do difficult tasks when I have the most energy.
When is that for you?
Usually in the morning.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I feel more focused in the afternoon.
So maybe there isn't one perfect schedule for everyone.
Exactly. You need to understand yourself.
When do you focus best?
What kind of tasks take the most energy?
And when do you need a break?
Speaking of breaks, do you take enough of them?
Probably not.
Me neither.
Sometimes I think taking a break means wasting time.
But that's not always true.
No. A short break can help you return with more energy.
Exactly.
The problem is when a 10-minute break becomes an hour.
We seem to have that problem with everything.
5 minutes in bed becomes 20.
A short break becomes an hour.
Checking one message becomes 30 minutes.
Maybe our biggest problem is losing track of time.
Possibly.
So maybe we should use timers.
That's actually a good idea.
Work for a certain amount of time, then take a short break.
It can help you stay focused,
And it reminds you that the break has to end.
which is important.
Very important.
Okay, it's time to talk about one of the biggest distractions in modern life.
Our phones.
Exactly.
I knew this conversation was coming.
How much time do you think you spend on your phone every day?
Honestly, I don't want to know.
Have you ever checked?
Yes, and I was surprised.
Was it more than you expected?
Much more.
I think that's common.
We use our phones for so many small things that we don't notice how much time it adds up to.
Exactly.
5 minutes here,
10 minutes there.
and suddenly you've spent hours looking at a screen.
Do notifications distract you?
Definitely.
What happens when you're trying to focus?
I hear the notification, and immediately I want to check it.
Even if you're doing something important?
Yes,
Why?
I think my brain has learned to react automatically.
That's interesting.
You don't even think about it. You just pick up the phone.
I've noticed that too.
Sometimes I unlock my phone and forget why I picked it up.
That's happened to me many times.
You open it, look around, and then think, wait, what was I going to do?
Exactly.
So how do you manage that?
Sometimes I put my phone somewhere I can't easily reach it.
Does that really work?
More than you'd think.
Because you have to physically get up to check it?
Exactly.
That small amount of effort makes you think twice.
Sometimes.
Do you turn off notifications?
For some apps, yes.
Maybe I should do that.
Do you really need to know immediately when someone likes something online?
Probably not.
Exactly.
I think the problem is that we're always available.
That's true.
People expect fast answers.
And we expect ourselves to answer immediately.
But it's okay not to respond right away.
Absolutely.
Unless it's something urgent.
Of course.
Do you ever take time away from your phone completely?
Sometimes.
What do you do?
Go for a walk, read, or spend time with people without constantly checking messages.
Does it feel strange?
At first, sometimes,
That's interesting.
but after a while, it feels relaxing.
Maybe we need to be bored sometimes.
I think so.
We're always trying to fill every empty moment.
Waiting for something, check your phone.
Sitting somewhere for 5 minutes, check your phone.
Going to sleep, check your phone.
Waking up, check your phone.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why time feels like it's moving so quickly.
Because we're never fully present.
That's a good point.
So perhaps managing our time also means managing our attention.
I really like that.
Because where your attention goes, your time goes too.
That's definitely something worth remembering.
We've talked a lot about being productive.
But I think there's something important we shouldn't forget.
What's that?
Being busy isn't the same as using your time well.
That's absolutely true.
You can be busy all day and still not spend time on things that matter to you.
Exactly.
So, what really matters to you?
Spending time with family and friends,
Me too.
learning new things,
Definitely.
and having time to rest.
That's important.
What about you?
I think health is becoming more important to me.
In what way?
Exercise, sleep, and taking care of myself.
Those things take time.
Exactly.
And sometimes we say we don't have time.
But maybe we actually need to make time.
That's an important difference.
How do you make time for something important?
Sometimes you have to say no to something else.
Saying no can be difficult,
Very difficult.
especially when you don't want to disappoint someone.
That's true.
But you can't do everything.
No one can.
Eventually, you have to choose.
What do you say no to?
Things that don't really matter to me.
Such as?
Sometimes unnecessary meetings, invitations when I'm too tired, or activities I don't actually enjoy.
That sounds reasonable.
What about you?
I try not to spend too much time doing things just because I feel like I should.
That's a good point.
We sometimes do things because other people expect us to.
Even when they aren't important to us?
Exactly.
So maybe managing time also means knowing what you want.
I think so.
If you know what matters to you, it's easier to decide where your time should go.
Exactly.
And what about rest?
Rest is necessary.
Even though many people feel guilty when they're not doing something productive,
That's true.
sometimes doing nothing feels like wasting time.
But rest helps us have energy for the things we need to do.
Exactly.
You can't be productive every minute of every day.
And you shouldn't try to be.
That's a good message.
So maybe the goal isn't to fill every minute,
Maybe the goal is to use our time intentionally.
to choose how we spend it,
Exactly.
and to make room for the things that make life meaningful.
I couldn't agree more. So, after talking about all of this, what do you think is the biggest lesson about time management?
I think it's becoming more aware of how we spend our time.
I agree.
We often say, I don't have enough time.
But sometimes we haven't really looked at where our time is going.
Exactly.
Maybe we're spending too much time on distractions.
Maybe we're procrastinating.
Or maybe we're trying to do too many things at once.
I think that's a big problem too.
We want to do everything.
But we only have so much time and energy.
So maybe we need to choose
Choose what matters most.
and stop expecting ourselves to be perfect.
Absolutely.
You don't need the perfect schedule,
You don't need to be productive every minute.
and you don't have to change your whole life overnight.
Start with one small change.
Maybe put your phone away while you're working.
Maybe start a task you've been putting off.
Maybe make a short list for tomorrow.
Or maybe simply take a proper break.
Now, before we finish, Let's do a speaking challenge.
We want you to answer these questions out loud in English.
First question. What does a normal day look like for you?
Try to describe your morning, afternoon, and evening.
What time do you usually wake up?
What do you usually do during the day?
And what do you do in the evening?
Second question. What is your biggest distraction?
Is it your phone?
Social media?
Television?
Or maybe something else?
Explain your answer in English.
Third question. What is something you often procrastinate on?
Try to use the expression, I keep putting off,
For example, I keep putting off cleaning my room.
or I keep putting off studying.
Now your turn.
And finally, what is one small change you could make to manage your time better?
Don't choose 10 things.
Just choose one.
Something simple that you can actually start doing today.
Maybe wake up 10 minutes earlier.
Maybe prepare for tomorrow the night before.
Maybe spend less time on your phone.
Or maybe start doing one task instead of saying, I'll do it later.
Small changes can become habits.
And habits can change the way you spend your time.
So remember, you don't need more hours in the day.
You might just need to use the hours you already have differently.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We hope you enjoyed today's conversation.
And we hope you learned some useful English along the way.
If you enjoyed this episode, listen again and repeat some of the useful expressions you heard.
Keep listening
Keep speaking.
and keep making time for the things that matter.
See you in the next episode of All About English.